All right, y'all, let's get into part 2 of the Jacob's Trouble. All right, because we have things unfolding in our world, and as Jacob is coming out and giving birth, we're going to see some things unfold in our world. And this can, from what I see, this is going to happen in maybe 2 different ways, okay? It's going to be connected to maybe bio-warfare, and then maybe another thing with the trick and treatment. There's going to come out some court cases or whatever that it may be doing some things to people, okay? So this is when they're going to run to the APRON, and eventually they'll be able to sue the industry or whatever when this is all said and done. But as this is being done, they're dismantling the old tin horns. As they dismantle the old tin horns, they're going to basically take out their money and take out their old system and whatever. So they're going to end up doing it to themselves, okay? So this is where we need to not be left behind. We need to be able to see things coming and go and do things, okay? Because it says when you see that man come in and set up that abomination, that which makes the desolation and such, that's when you need to go, because you are seeing the birth of that Messiah, that Mesoamerica, that American Revelation War and different things, okay? So this is my first end times that I know of, okay? So it's been the first time I was given the 2020 vision back in 2020, and the first time I've been given these dreams and whatever else I've been given. All right, so I know that I've been a little bit ahead of schedule, but it's just a matter of hitting that mark, and we've hit that mark, because I told you by the end of 2023 summer, we're going to see this, and lo and behold, it's been happening. Okay? So these are those times. You're in America's end, and you're also in America's beginning. All right? The United States of America, actually. So United States is going to be one, and that of America is going to be breaking off for that donation, that donation, for that little horn that's in Texas. All right. So the bio warfare, that's the crown. This can come out, and obviously that's an easy one. And so as these things are being played out, and the hospital is being dismantled in one way, but they're opening it up in another way, and it's this is where it get confusing for people, because it's like with Trump, he's setting up the capstone and the cornerstone. Okay, so depending on what he's saying and what message he's doing or whatever will depend on which trumpets he's feeding, and then those trumpets will take it away and help divide the people. Okay, so the grasping of that hill grabber, all right, that's already been taking place, and that red hair, it's being born. All right. So as the bride is a barren bride, and that was at the 40 years. That 4T ties to the 40 years on the in the wilderness. That 4 years on the cross is not a real 40 years, but it might be a real 40 years out there. Who knows? But I'm hoping that it's just the 4T years, the 4 years on the cross for 24, 25, 26, and 27. Okay? But I'm sure that actually the people in the little horn, they are going to be going into like a 40-year tribulation kind of thing, because they are going into a place where they're not going to be able to leave. They're going to be stuck there forever, in a matter of speaking. Okay, so that's why you need to leave Texas. That's why you need to leave Florida. That's why you need to leave the deep south and in certain areas, because the little horn is going to be setting up. And if it's not going to be setting up, there's going to be war elsewhere and such. So different things going to be happening. And you want to be away from these big cities and such, as the trick and treatment's already been given, okay, to the armies that have gathered. This is going to be causing fruits, and it's going to be causing chaos, and it's going to be causing they're going to be shooting it off in your head, and the people who aren't aware, they're not going to want to go out, okay? But you need to know that it's basically everybody who's been tricked and treated, they're the ones that are falling victim. Okay, and we're going to see that flip. They're eventually going to put it all together to where it was bio-warfare or whatever, and they're going to have to go gather up those people, put them in the FEMA camps, and do all these things. Okay, so you just got to have to wait for all these things to unfold, because Jacob is going to be like a 9-month birth. So that would be that first birth that we tracked with that COVID, to that 5/30/24 date, and then the one for the Messiah, that hell sperm and all that stuff, that semen and stuff, that's still being searched for the Messiah, and that foreplay is going on. So maybe that 4 weeks or whatever, which we're coming up on. But that would be for that Messiah, and then the Messiah is gonna there's gonna be something that happens for that whammy to bring in the carnal birth, and then you'll see it probably by 7/20/24 for the end of the 42 months of the long count of Biden, and then the end of the 70 weeks of Daniel. Okay, so the barren bride, the ride with Kamala. She's the one who rides the beast. She's going to be the 47. So as Kamala and Biden are the 46, 47, they're going to cross with Trump. As they go to the cross with Trump, the barren bride is going to come up and help divide the nation through the bowels. All right. So there's going to be, they want y'all to be against the lockdowns and against all these things. So there's that uprising and whatever else, but you're going to see all this stuff going on, and it's going to get good, folks. All right. So Esau was an extrovert. All right. We saw the birth of the X logo, that logo for hell. But X marks the spot, and then you see people with the X in their hand, and those types of things. I told you way back when that they'd probably be doing an X on the hand to get into the markets or whatever. So this is kind of that reflection on that. And it's part of that nightclub and being knocked out and whatever else, because it's like the next Truth Social, how Dawn got you to worship the truth on there, and then now they're having you worship the Dawn's light on the Elon, giving the grass and stuff, and that grass is tied to the Bud Light, and the Dawn's the only one who can make that grass grow, and all that different stuff going on. And as that Elon is sprouting and Dawn's giving rise to a new thing, the earth is burning and all those little things, okay? So he's bringing the heat with the heat, and Back to the Future shows America burn, Hill Valley burn and whatever. So we're entering that Hill Valley. That Hill Valley started with that Hillary hurricane hitting the LA, the LA, and those types of things, and the San Diego and the San Diego. Yes, and I go. So the time's coming